In 1905, in the dirt of Africa, the largest diamond to ever be found was found, weighing 1.3616 pounds, which is also 3,106 carats. That's what we're talking about today. This is Laughs from the Past. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us, Laughs from the Past. It is Tuesday, which has always been the most historical day of the week. Like, if, hey, I want to learn some history today, you're going to do that on a Tuesday for sure. I don't know why. That's just historically, Tuesday's the biggest day for learning history. Bet you didn't know that, Jake.
Bet I didn't know that, Jake.
Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Jimmy. I have my co-host, Jake, here, who's more like a listener, because how this podcast works is I am telling him a story from history he's never heard before, we think, and we're going to talk about it, see how it came to be, hopefully find some laughs in it. Thank you for joining. We're doing the diamond, largest diamond ever. I gave you two options last episode. You said you wanted to do the diamond. I said, that's a good choice. You're going to forget, and you did forget until you just heard me say the intro.
When you said Africa, I remembered it, though, so it's like I remembered.
Yeah, basically, it was in there. You just had to get someone to scrape it out or whatever.
Bad brain.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good? Played some golf today?
Played some golf today. It was for charity.
Who's that?
It was the Limb Preservation Foundation.
Limb?
Yes.
Like human limbs? Preserving human limbs?
Yes.
I don't even get it, but I'm glad that we're giving them money. If they need it, that's great. But I don't understand. Do you know more?
I mean, it's also like limbs that have been lost and stuff like that. Like yeah, man. Like getting a prosthetic. You're looking like you've never heard of a prosthetic before.
I heard of a prosthetic, but like limbs that have been lost, I thought like we were trying to like keep those lost limbs.
Kinda, man, when you really think about it. Kinda, man.
With new limbs.
Kinda, man. When you really think about it. Kinda, man.
I saw something where this guy's hand got cut off his body, so they were attached it to his foot so they could keep the blood flowing until his hand was ready for it to be reattached to him. And it's like, whoa, who's the first doctor that tried that, and how did the patient allow it? They had to be in a coma. You're like, what?
Yeah.
You're telling me my hand fell off and now it's on my foot?
I mean, that's just a tough break.
It's like I guess it works, and that's crazy. We're not talking about that, though. We're talking about diamonds. You like diamonds, Jake?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm so naive to diamonds. You could show me two pieces of jewelry, and I think I'd know what a diamond is, but if you told me if it was a big diamond, a nice diamond, a fake diamond, I'd be like, if you say so.
I think it's the it's like size and then clarity.
Clarity's huge, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, the size of this diamond, whew, let me tell you.
Right.
Big.
A little over 1 pound. That's kind of been what's going through my head right now. Like, what's 1 pound? Like, cell phone?
No. Maybe.
Right?
But diamonds are light. You know what? That's a bad way to measure it.
Well, what's heavier, a pound of diamonds or a pound of feathers?
The feathers, for sure.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna look.
Think about it for more than a second.
Okay, so I'm looking at it, dude, and it's the size of like
grapefruit,
baseball, but a square.
Square baseball. It's like a grapefruit.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get into the story, and we'll have our breaks along the way.
Sure.
In 1905, the superintendent of a South African diamond mine was conducting a routine inspection when he stumbled upon a stone as large as his fist. It was so big that at first he assumed it was a piece of glass planted there as a joke. How often do you think that joke was being played in the diamond world?
You think it's every day or no?
If it's every day, that's too often.
Right.
Unless you're doing it to the same exact guy every day. But then that
Right.
guy has a right to kill you after a while.
Well, like 1900s, I think killing people was like a little more okay.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Boss, I just found this big diamond. That's glass, Joe. You got again.
Again. How is this happening? But is Joe doing the joke there? That's the question.
Oh, if he's pulling it on his supervisor,
Yeah.
then that's good. But if he's being a dunce and getting it pulled on him day after day, the glass prank is ruining lives. So
I
anyway,
mean, that's messed up.
this guy thinks it's glass to prank him, which, good prank. I'd like to know how often that was being done. But this was no joke, Jake. In fact, it was the largest diamond ever discovered, weighing 3,106 carats. Named,
Weighing carrots?
What's that?
You just said it weighed carrots.
That's what it says. A carat is a weight.
Really?
That's around 0.2 grams. I Googled it. I was like, why do we weigh diamonds in carats?
Why do you keep saying carrots like that?
That's how it's spelled, karat. And the word carat comes from karab, which is a seed, the original unit of measure for diamond traders. I guess they were just like, let's compare it to the seed. Like they put, like the seeds were easy to find, so they put those on one side of the scale, and then they put the diamonds on the other, and it was like, okay, well, this diamond is 5 carat seeds.
This is real.
I don't know. That's what it seems like to me.
Okay. Come on. What's the story?
That's what it seems like. It comes from the carob seed, the original unit of measure for diamond traders.
Okay.
So that's crazy. I just blew my own mind. But I think that's how it happened. They were like, find something that we can put on the other side of this scale. Imagine if it was like popcorn kernels and then carrots were measured in popcorns.
If I were to Google what are carrots in relation to a diamond right now, what's it going to tell me? Because I think I'm going to get a different story.
I Googled, why are diamonds measured in carats? And that's the answer. Okay, here's the Wikipedia on carat mass. It's a unit of mass equal to 20 milligrams and is used for measuring gemstones and pearls. History. Carob seeds have been used throughout history to measure jewelry because it was believed that there was little variance in their mass distribution. However, this was a factual inaccuracy as their mass varies about as much as seeds of the other species. In the past, each country had its own carat. It was often used for weighing gold. Starting in the 1570s, it was used to measure weight of diamonds. So yeah, dude, they were just finding something of similar weight, putting it on the scale, and then putting the diamonds on the other side of the scale, seeing when it leveled off. And then that's how many carats the diamond weighed. That's crazy.
Okay, that's good to know.
That is good to know. We all just learned something.
So back then, clarity, cut, and none of that stuff was a factor.
Maybe
it was
a
just
factor
carats.
in 1905, but I don't know at the beginning. So everyone, at the end of this podcast, go to your mom and say, Ma, you know why they measure diamonds in carats? I'll tell you. And then she'll say, cool, don't give a fuck.
Yeah, leave me alone.
If you want to hear more, Mom, listen to Laughs from the Past.
Listen to this.
Riveting history. No, it's going to get good. Ready? This story gets good. Named the Cullinan diamond after the chairman of the company. That's kind of cool. Like any diamond found here is named after me.
Yeah.
Do you think the biggest one before this was found was named the Cullinan? Like, we found the world's largest diamond. Oh, it's the Cullinan. And then next year, we found the world's largest diamond. It's bigger. This is now the Cullinan.
The Cullinan. Yeah. That's a boss move.
Yeah. Good job, Cullinan. It was purchased by the Transvaal colony, which I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's a colony in South Africa. Transvaal colony. And it doesn't say how much it was purchased for, which is kind of annoying. But they purchased it, right? What do you think they purchased it for?
1905, biggest diamond ever, was purchased for 600,000 euro.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know how much it was purchased for, but the Transvaal colony purchased it. They left that out. And they gave it to the British Crown to show how loyal they were.
times were so different.
How dumb is that?
Dumb.
Why not just go get money and then like live on an island and be rich? Like the British Crown was doing things right, man.
Well, think about it. Yeah, then in their heads, they're saying, okay, we're going to give the British Crown this giant diamond. A, they're not going to kill us. B, they're going to give us better trade deals and stuff. So they were thinking instead of like a one-time exchange for money, that they would basically get a better world if they gave them this diamond.
But Britain's like, yeah, okay, thanks for the diamond. You're still our slaves. Go find us more.
Right. There's your mistake.
Yeah, there's your mistake. Just
There's your
take the
mistake.
diamond and run, dude.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you
So
watch
the
Blood Diamond?
what's that?
The movie? Blood Diamond?
Yeah.
Leo?
Yeah, I've only seen it once.
Right,
Remember-
I feel like I saw it when it came out and it was good, but I feel like I was still age 19, 20 years old where I probably couldn't really appreciate it. I'd be like, oh, Big Diamond, Leo, people getting killed, okay.
Maybe we'll watch it.
Maybe we'll
later
watch it.
now.
Maybe depending how this story goes.
Yeah. Maybe when we movify this story, we'll just make Blood Diamond. Without even
Okay.
knowing it, because we don't remember what Blood
Right.
Diamond was. All right. The Transvaal colony decided to give it to Britain's King Edward VII as a token of loyalty. Like how whipped through you? Psh, whip noise. Douchey guy in a sports locker room. Psh. When it came time for the stone to leave the country, armed guards carried a package aboard a steamer. You know what a steamer is, Jake? Huge pile of shit.
Ooh,
Nah, it's a boat.
boat.
They deposited it in the captain's safe and stood watch over it day and night. Of course, it's the world's largest diamond.
Right,
You
you have
need
to.
security guards. You're giving it to the king of the most powerful country. You need security guards. But what these security guards didn't know, Jake, is that they were guarding a decoy.
Classic.
Amazingly enough, the real diamond was sent by registered mail and arrived in the mailroom at Buckingham Palace a month later.
Is a well-done decoy the best thing ever?
Trojan horse.
Trojan horse. We did the episode on basically the fake army, the decoy army,
The Ghost Army, yeah. of World
ghost
War II.
army. I mean,
Yeah.
trick plays in football. Are decoys really cool?
Now, is the decoy cool if those guards die protecting nothing?
No.
I didn't know how you were going to go there. Either you're going to say, yeah, even more cool. Really worked.
A little bit. I mean, one of my many dreams is to be a good decoy.
Like you want to be the bootleg of like a play where the ball doesn't get to you though. Like you go run open in the flat calling for the pass and then you're the decoy and someone else scores and gets all the credit.
No, it's my favorite play in flag football, and it works every time.
Okay, well we might have some college kids that are playing intramural flag football. They need to know this. Let's hear it.
So, you know me, I'm small but quick, so I'm if the play's not there, I'm usually good for the 5-6 yards, maybe make one guy miss, we'll see. So I do the fake call my own number. So you set up the wide receiver screen and it's whoever's been getting the ball the most. The defense has eyes on them. So you set up the wide receiver screen. So you got like 3 people in front of him, pass blocking, whoever it is.
Yep.
They flash, they're calling for the ball. One of the blockers starts leaking out, goes deep, gone, touchdown. Automatic, every time.
So you like being the decoy.
Yes.
Nice.
Like quick moves, then you flash like you want the screen pass bad.
Being the unsung hero is always so cool because you're just like,
Dream.
I help. It's not actually that cool, but you're in my brain, we think it's cool because we're not good enough to be the talent, but we're good enough to be the decoy. So you're like, did you see that, dude? They totally thought that was coming to me. I helped you score. It's like, no, man, I ran really fast and I'm more athletic than you, so that's how I scored. And it's like, no.
So is the coolest ever the most talented athlete that's willing to decoy?
Yeah, waiting.
That's the full question.
Well, who is?
The most talented, who you just said is awesome because
Yeah.
they can do the best, they can run faster, be better, whatever. And we're saying the decoy is the best, but we're saying that's part of our mentality of not being the best.
Yep.
Is the most talented who's willing to decoy? Is that the dream combination?
Yeah, but like, okay, so I instantly went
So
to
like
basketball.
like
and-
Randy Moss is flashing across the field, and there goes Wes Welker. Nobody sees him. Gone.
Yeah, dude, and that's a lot of work for those wide receivers to run those just out every time. Knowing
Right.
you're not getting the ball, but you got to sell that you're getting the ball.
It's true.
And Randy Moss was actually good at that, right?
Shout out to the divas, the wide receivers. Talking blood diamonds.
Yeah, we'll go back to the diamond. So the decoy is awesome. It works.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it doesn't work, that's a big gamble because it's like, how did we lose the world's largest diamond? Oh, we shipped it in the mail. It's 1905. You know, it was some guy in a pigeon riding a donkey through Africa, across the river. Crazy donkey.
Crazy donkey.
Joseph Asher, the foremost diamond cutter of his day. Imagine the world's best diamond cutter of 1905. Good for
How cool
you,
is
dude.
that? And no, it's crazy. Like, he was probably known.
I mean, the crown knew him.
He was like a celebrity. Nowadays, I don't know. Actually, some people probably know, but it's probably like a chain.
K.
Or no, it's got to be some
Jared.
place in New York, like Tiffany's or something.
Yeah.
But they still don't know the guy.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy's name was Joseph Asher, okay? And he spent months studying the stone from every angle to determine where he should make the first cut. A mistake could ruin everything.
Such a corny line.
But I think for clarity reasons, because you cut it
yeah.
once and then it cracks into little pieces, you know? And if you cut it wrong, you could cloud the whole thing.
Right. But this is why you're the dude, Joe.
But dude, imagine the pressure this guy's under. The king said, here's the world's largest diamond. Cut it for me. What if he ruins that? What if he botch jobs that?
Well, then you're not the best diamond cutter in the world.
He spent, yeah, right? He spent spent months. They say months. I think I read somewhere else it was like 6 months studying it. Like, what are you doing today, Joe? Well, I woke up, looked at the diamond from every angle I could.
I laughed.
Appreciate the laugh. When he was finally ready, he inserted the blade and struck it with a mallet. The blade shattered. After he succeeding in making the first cut with a new blade, his nerves got the better of him and he fell in a dead faint.
Awesome. The
That's
dream.
what I'm talking about. This
Yes.
is this. He wishes he was the second best diamond cutter in the land right now, so someone else could be going through this hell.
Dude, a good feint, a real feint. Awesome.
I had a really good feint in middle school. It was health class, and they were teaching us how to check our own heart rate, you know?
Mm.
And we all checked it, and we were all pretty calm. And then, like 5 minutes later, this girl in class has a seizure, and she fully went back and lifted up the front part of the desk that you write on, like off the ground. And then that slammed down, and she slammed forward onto the ground, and it was out of nowhere, you know?
Mm.
So we're all sitting there like, whoa, like, what the fuck? And one of the kids in class goes, check your heart rate now. And then we all checked our heart rate, and we're like, it's higher. What a good learning lesson. It was almost like it was planned.
So you didn't faint?
I didn't faint. Why would I faint?
Oh my God. That's what you started the story with.
No, I said someone fainted in my health class.
Oh, you said I had the perfect feint or something along those lines.
I had the perfect feint
Total-
happen to me.
Right. And yeah, that still sounds like you said
I've
I
never
had
fainted.
the perfect feint happen, which
You've
sounds
probably
like
fainted before.
you. No, well, I had a seizure, but I've never fainted.
You had a seizure?
Yeah,
What? Do you want to talk about that?
yeah, I can.
How? Tell that story.
I've
cutting
definitely
the
told
diamond?
this. No, you're either gonna laugh or cry.
Okay. I love this.
So we're in our family kitchen. My sister was home from college for the holidays. It's like December. So, and if this doesn't trigger it for you, then you don't remember. But so I used to fake sneeze and pass out.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard this. but yeah, go on. It's great. A fake sneeze into a joke, or even a real sneeze ended on a joke, like a
Right.
anything like that. No one's gonna laugh, but it's a good time to do something funny.
Good traditional humor. So my sister's in the kitchen. I'm sitting at the family computer, which, by the way, that used to be a thing. So I sneeze, and then I pretend to pass out to freak out my sister. Next thing I realize, my sister and my mother are over me crying. And I'm looking at them like, hey, why are you guys crying? When I did my fake pass out, I sold it so much that I fell back in my chair and hit my head on the way down and had like a real life seizure due to a fake sneeze joke. So,
well, you elevated the fake sneeze game.
yeah, I really pushed the limits on it. Seizures are scary though. I haven't had another, which is good.
That is good. You know what?
Because it's like 50%. Which
during like a choir, like I did choir in 7th and 8th
sneeze
grade.
joke would have been really bad if I had seizures the rest of my life.
Yeah, it would have been horrible.
Yeah. Or
You would've
really
had-
good.
You would have wear one of those little soft. You would have looked cute in a little soft helmet, though.
Yeah.
Epilepsy helmet. Well,
Would
I
have
mean,
showed how small my head was.
yeah. Choir in middle school. Those
Right.
bright lights on you, and you're just singing your guts out. I've had
Right.
someone faint before.
Nice.
Yeah. I've never fainted though. Kind of wish I have. Maybe. I mean, hopefully I live longer and I get a nice faint in at one point.
All right.
A faint in church, dude. That's dramatic.
Yeah.
Someone faints in church. People are saying they had a moment.
Right.
I had a bridesmaid faint at a wedding once during the ceremony, like during the vows. And I
kinda get that.
I filmed weddings for those that don't know, so I had to decide: do I leave this in? Do I edit around it? And I asked them, and they were like, "No, you got to keep that in. We want to see it." I was like, "Okay,
Right.
It's in.
Best mentality.
sorry, faint girl, it's in." All right, more. So the diamond
More.
cutter faints. How about the first cut not breaking the diamond, but breaking the blade?
It's awesome. Like Excalibur's always been a cool thing in my head. But like that's almost real life diamond Excalibur.
Do you think his assistant was watching him and just was like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
no."
It's one of the first that's like real drama.
Yeah,
That's
that
real.
is drama. Oh my god.
Biggest
But-
diamond ever. Best diamond cutter in the world. Analyzes how to cut it for days, hours, however long. Finally goes for it. Breaks. Pass out.
The king's like, "How's that diamond coming? I gave it to you 6 months ago." "Oh yeah, well it's coming along. Just take a little bit." That's how he sounded.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Spends his life cutting diamonds.
Once he revived, it took him another 38 days to cut it into 9 major stones and nearly 100 smaller ones.
Okay.
All the stones remain in the possession of Britain's royal family. The largest of them, known as the Greater Star of Africa, today adorns the royal scepter. It is the largest cut diamond in the world, weighing 350 carats.
Carats.
That's basically it. There's some little tidbits.
So it remained as one big diamond and a lot of little diamonds?
Yeah, because I guess you can't sell diamonds. I guess none of these got sold. Maybe the little ones got sold. But it's kind of like the cutter fainting. That's awesome. The rest is a little lackluster. Like you would have rather seen some dude make bank go on to live the like lav life because he found a diamond. That's a much better story.
Now we're stumbling onto stories and how to do this. That would be one angle. I like what you're doing, and that would be a movie of guy finds biggest diamond in the world, starts selling fake biggest diamond in the world, becomes super rich, then finds himself in a tough spot later.
Yeah. There's 2 tidbits from this story. You want to hear them? 1, Transvaal was home to many still bitter over their recent defeat in the Boer War. I guess that was a war between Britain and South Africa somewhere. And the colonial parliament split over whether to give the king the diamond. So it wasn't a universal decision from Transvaal to give Britain the diamond, which makes a lot of sense. And I'm totally on the guy's side who's like, no, let's use this for our own wealth because we're a poor country. Let's not give it to the rich country that enslaves us.
Let's flip this ASAP.
Yeah. As a result, the king thought his dignity might require him to refuse it because some people didn't want him to have it. That makes no sense to me. If you don't want to give it to me, I'm not going to take it. I guess that's power. Dude, I don't really understand like power moves like that.
Times are different.
Like power move to refuse the diamond, the world's largest diamond?
I
guess
don't need your peasant's largest diamond.
Power move would be to just grab it and slam it on the ground like we used to break our beer bottles after finishing them.
Yeah.
Diamond, don't care. I'm the king of England.
Right. Don't care.
I own you, this land, that country, that country, that country. I don't give a fuck about this diamond. But thank you. I'm glad you didn't use this to better yourselves, Transvaal. Splat.
I own people and I own gold. Get out of my face.
So a rising young politician himself named Winston Churchill, a veteran of the Boer War, convinced the king to accept the jewel.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. How about Winston just putting himself in every bit of history?
Yeah, real tough act by Winston there. Hey,
King.
Take the biggest diamond ever.
Biggest diamond in the world? I think you take it.
Yeah. Is that your Winston Churchill impression?
I take that. No. If you don't take it, I will. How about that? If you don't want it, king.
Oh, I got you.
Mine superintendent Frederick Wells, the dude who found it, he received a $10,000 bonus for discovering the stone.
Frederick Wells didn't find it, by the way.
What's that?
Another person found it, brought it to Frederick Wells. He killed them, and then Frederick Wells collected the money.
Yeah, there's a great picture of Frederick Wells holding the diamond.
Yeah, I mean, that had to be Frederick Wells.
Yeah.
What was his title? Superintendent or something?
Superintendent of a South African diamond mine. Yeah, so a slave.
Yeah. So he did not find it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little too convenient, the opening sentence. A South African diamond mine was conducting a routine inspection.
Sure. No.
A diamond slave digger was digging for diamonds.
Slaves were digging on 18-hour shifts, and one of them found the biggest diamond.
And he said,
he got $5 in a beating.
Boss, look what I found.
Yeah.
And he said, it better not be glass this time, Joe. And then he was like, no, I think this is the world's largest diamond. Frederick's like, thank you. Look what I've just found, everyone. He gets 10 grand bonus. And also, a little tidbit, one side of the diamond was perfectly smooth. So they think that it was originally even bigger.
Nice.
I have about diamonds in general, Jake.
Okay.
One, I guess I should have paid attention in geology.
Right.
because they would tell me some really boring reason about minerals and earth and like the air, like how
Right.
diamonds are formed. I know that diamonds pressure produces
Right.
diamonds because RG3 always says that corny line.
Isn't it like coal pressure?
No pressure, no diamonds. I know that.
Right.
And then who decided anything sparse and shiny was just worth money? Gold and diamonds. Like anything that came from the land that was sparse and shiny was just worth money.
Dude, that was the original like TV, man. The brightest, shiniest things were television and movies and stuff.
There has to be a mineral or a rock that was bright and shiny that isn't worth a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean it's supply and demand.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy that diamond business is still around today because engagement rings, which started in like the 1950s because just marketing people, the madmen on Madison Ave made it.
Right.
You had to get a diamond ring. That was one company did that because they were going out of business and they were like, well, let's make it the wedding present. And then it caught on. And now everyone has to buy their fiance a diamond ring.
Millennials are going to break that at some point.
Yeah.
Like
Hippies
that's going to
probably
be
are always trying
that's
to
going to
break
be the
it, but then
BuzzFeed
millennials
article.
might. Did you see the new thing millennials are ruining? This isn't a laughs from the past diamond
Everything.
topic, but they're saying that Hooters is going out of business because millennials
Yeah.
no longer like boobs. No, you idiots. Hooters is going out of business because it's shitty food that you have to go sit in a shitty restaurant to eat, and no one wants to do that anymore. It's still
With a
why
bun- with-
Applebee's and Chili's and all those places are going out of business.
With a bunch of
IHOP.
creeps. With a bunch of creeps around you.
How crazy is it to, like the 90s was like, no, we don't want boutique shops that make the food and serve it to you and it's like their delicacy. We just want shitty. That's why everyone was fat in the 90s.
Dude, it's comfortability.
Yeah.
Comfortability. You see those golden arches, you know what you're getting.
So that was the world's largest diamond story. It's a pretty good tale. Like the whole thing, the decoy box, and then the diamond cutter fainting and having trouble. Because there are some elements that make it a cool story instead of just we found this diamond, we gave it to the king.
Yeah. Do we want to go full movie mode? My mind's not like fully ticking.
It's hard because you have to completely just write a new movie about a diamond that gets found. Because this movie, the only exciting part, there's the decoy and then the thing, but in the end, it's like, okay, they just made a diamond. You
Yeah.
would need like the slave who originally found it to somehow be like tracking this down the whole way. He becomes like the indentured servant, moves up in the world from slave to indentured servant of the diamond cutter. While the diamond cutter passes out, he snags some.
Yeah, or no, I'm thinking the guy that actually digs it out, he gives it to the supervisor. They give him some lame chump award. The supervisor cleans up. But to like not cause revolt, the supervisor like kind of takes care of the slave, but not to like a huge degree. Like maybe he doesn't have to work the mines anymore, but he's like just a different slave.
Pushing
but like
paper, pushing diamond paper.
Everyone else thinks that like, oh, he got freed because he found that giant diamond, so they all work harder, etc. But then he gets wind about the decoy box, and then he becomes a part of that or steals it or something. Yeah, there's something there.
He's like, okay, you don't have to dig in the soil anymore. Now you're the guy who puts the carrots on the other side of the measuring.
The carrot measurer.
Yeah, you're carrot measurer now.
Not a bad job.
Standing inside, putting.
You'd start guessing
seeds on a
everyone.
thing.
You'd have fun with that.
Yeah.
Your brain has a compartment for that.
Scales are fun, man. Those old school scales when you go to the doctor and they like slide the 100 block over right away and then they don't even like think about it and slide the next 100 block over. You're like, Doc, come on, that was rude. Try out a 50 first.
Right.
So scales.
Scales. Talking scales.
All right, that's the end of this episode of Laughs from the Past. Now you guys all know about the world's largest diamond, the Colonel Diamond, went to the king, the greatest star of Africa. It's on display at the somewhere scepter, British scepter. Go tell your mom everything you just learned.
Tell your mom.
And then go tell all your friends to listen to Laughs from the Past. Next week, we have a crazy story about a volcano and a governor who teamed up to murder everyone. That's coming next week, every Tuesday. I will say this. I wanted to say this at the beginning of the pod when more people are paying attention. We started an Instagram account, and there's so many little pictures or videos or anecdotes that are too small to dedicate a full episode to, but they're awesome and they're funny, and it's funny pictures, funny videos from the past. So it's Laughs from the Past on Instagram, and we're going to try and put everything that's too small for the podcast on there. And I have high hopes that we can entertain people with funny history stuff. So go follow that, and then go tell your friends to follow that. Trying to build that up.
Come on. Do it.
Do it. You don't have to rate, subscribe, review. You just have to go follow us on Instagram. That's our one request from this episode. Episode 15. Episode 15. Laughs from the Past. Thank you very much for listening. And have a great rest of your Tuesday or whatever day you are listening to this on. Jake, final words?
Yeah.